Well, it seems big to us. Who knows? Maybe this is a small one. But we're on Route 3 here.
Hello everyone, we are back, and this time we are in Ninh Binh. After Hanoi, we are finally here in this beautiful place in Vietnam. Right, Matthew?
Yes. As you can see, right behind us, the beautiful Tam Coc River, because when you visit Ninh Binh, you can stay in Ninh Binh, but it is more likely that you'll stay in the Tam Coc area or maybe Trang An. This is where the homestays are. It is outside of Ninh Binh itself, which is more of just like a regular Vietnamese city.
Yeah, we are here for see some beautiful pagodas and ride the bikes on a rice field.
Yes.
Rice fields?
Rice fields.
Rice fields. Rice fields?
That's a really hard word for Renato because in Brazil the R is like an H, and so he's like right. I'm like rice fields.
It is what it is. I think you guys get it.
There's a field and there's rice, but they cannot be said together.
No.
Not by Renato. So, but we are going to do the boat on the Tam Coc River tomorrow. We're going to do boats through Trang An and through the caves, and yeah, see a lot of the beautiful pagodas and temples around while we're here. We had a little more than a half a day here so far, and then tomorrow we have a full day. So
yeah, the weather's a little cold, but I hope it's getting hot tomorrow because we need hot.
yes. And to clear the there's a little bit of low air quality right now, so the visibility is a little poor, but this is a very big upgrade for us after a failed attempt at visiting Sapa.
That was really big fail because everything was great.
We went 6 hours up by bus and came 6 hours down the next day. Slept in Hanoi last night, and then now we are here in Ninh Binh, which is about 2.5 hours south.
To get here, you can take a train from Hanoi, or you can take a limousine, right, man?
A limousine van, that's what they call them. But basically, it's like nice seating in a van. It was nice.
It was
at the
okay.
end, but just know that when you're taking a lot of bus type of situations here,
You're gonna have a lot of connections.
oh yeah, you're going to be in a car.
And you don't think you're gonna like it.
You're in a car, you're in a van, you're dropped off in this parking lot. They may or may not have your name, so you just got to keep checking and then get into the next vehicle before you finally arrive here.
I think next time we're gonna try the train.
Yes. So, but with that, we're going to wrap this up because we're going to explore a little more this evening and grab a bite to eat here.
Yeah, see you guys. Okay, let's start, guys, because she said we have to eat hot.
Yes. We were getting our gear set up. She's like, you got to eat it hot. So
Go.
we got Morning Glory, and then we got an order of the roasted duck here. We were at
This smells so good.
We were at Chef Heen, right off of the main area of Tam Coc. It's our first meal, and they were roasting the ducks right out there, and we said, you know what? Let's try it out. So
Let's try.
it's time to eat.
Okay, guys, we just finished. I don't think you like it, right, Matthew?
It was damn good. This is their specialty, and we said we don't really get duck that often, but we might as well try it, and we're super happy we did because you can see them literally roasting the ducks outside. So sorry about that, but it was delicious, and it's common in this region, as is goat, and so maybe we'll have a little bit of goat later.
Yeah, it was really good and tastes so good.
I'm still going over here.
Okay. See you guys. afternoon, everyone. We finally start our day here in Ninh Binh. We're gonna do the train on today, right, Matt? We're gonna stop in a really beautiful spot.
Yes, so there are 3 different routes. It costs 300,000 dong per person, per adult, and that is like 12 US dollars. And there are 3 different routes. We chose Route 3, which is one of the longest ones, has the longest cave. It's 1 kilometer long. So yeah, despite the smoggy conditions with low visibility, it's still beautiful.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna make the most of it, and then we're gonna head off to some of the other must-see sites here in the Ninh Binh area. We rented a scooter. Renato's the fearless driver.
No, we were really driving carefully.
Yes. So yeah, that was 100,000 Vietnamese dong, or 4 US dollars, plus we either prepaid for the gas. We're not really sure. We were just like, let's roll. It's $4. Let's get the heck out of here. And so now we're here. It took us about maybe 15, 20 minutes to drive here from Tam Kok area.
Yeah, so let's start the day.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's catch our boat. Okay. All right, here we are. We're in the first big cave. Well, it seems big to us. Who knows? Maybe this is a small one.
Yeah.
But we're on Route 3 here in Trang An, and it's super cool. 4 people to a boat, so we got the front here, and we are just meandering through, and they've obviously run electricity through here, so it's very warm in the cave.
Yes.
You know, in a lot of our other cave experiences, it's been quite cool. No AC in the cave, kids. Super cool, though. Here we are, cave dwellers. What are you gonna say about it, kids? No, but in seriousness, this is really cool. And despite the overcast weather, glad we came, because not a problem here in the cave.
You didn't need that much light.
Exactly, but the water seems super clear actually, so really pretty. All right, we made it out of the cave, y'all. Super beautiful though as you come out of here and into the river. The limestone karst in the background.
Okay, everyone, we finally got here in the first stop, is the first temple, right?
Yes. So we are seeing the first temple that honors the legacy of a national hero. Maybe 45 minutes into the boat ride. So yeah, we're gonna check it out for a little bit and then meet our boat driver,
After that.
Paddler Supreme, on the other side.
And it's so many people.
Yeah, it's already quite a lot of people, and we started here in the morning. Maybe you got here by 9 a.m. Although I think it opens at 7:30, so not quite the earliest start, but for sure it'll be way more crowded in the afternoon when all of the tours arrive at this part of their itinerary. So the first temple, the Suoi Tien, I'm positive, extra positive that I'm saying it wrong, but it's really stunning. And we're just gonna check it out, go around, be extra respectful where people observe. But it says they regularly honor the national hero for which this temple is named. Because we didn't do a ton of research of what you see along the different routes, this is blowing our expectations out of the water for this beautiful temple. With the limestone behind it. Very, very cool, and very different style than we've seen before. So we're at the Soi Tian Temple. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but it was built in the 10th century by the Din dynasty, and it honors a sacred protector of the ancient city of Ho Lo, which we are going to see later. So pretty cool, very impressive artifacts inside, and Renato put a little money for some observance and prayers for good wishes. So yeah, very cool. So we're on our second stop on Route 3, the Hong Kong Vu Lam, or the step-over royal palace from the Tran or Chan dynasty. Super cool. Just to be over here learning a bit more about, obviously we are here in the middle of limestone forests and river systems, which were really good for defense for the Chan dynasty. So I'm trying to absorb all of the information that I didn't learn ahead of time by reading the different placards here and seeing these very ornate palaces and temples as Renato goes around and takes all the photos. But a very, very cool place, and very happy we chose Route 3. It's been very cool to go on the different routes, all the different cave systems, and then we're going to see the beautiful, I don't know if it's a shrine or the temple on the water, but very cool.
Okay, everyone, we just got here in Bái Đính Pagoda. We're gonna check it out. It's right there. We're gonna check it out, right, Matthew?
Yes,
So
we
you're-
are finding out
Hungry?
because there was food at the Trang An boat area, and I was like, no, we're passing through some towns on the way to the Bái Đính complex. Okay, that all depends on your preferences for food and the type of restaurant, but I was like, okay, we can wait. We didn't really see anything that we liked on the way, and now we are hungry, and we are at this, what is a huge complex, which we did not realize. We just thought we were coming to this pagoda, or this stupa that you see behind us.
But it should say have some big restaurants here. We're gonna try.
Yes, we're gonna look. So it's, once you get inside, it's a whole historical and spiritual complex. It is supposedly one of the largest Buddha complexes and sites in all of Southeast Asia. And once you get inside, they kept emphasizing that there's 6 kilometers to walk, but there are these electric vehicles, which are right here, and we paid 300,000 Vietnamese dong, which is about $12 each, so that we could have hop-on, hop-off experience. But
yeah, we need that because I definitely don't want to walk 6 kilometers. No. Maybe another day.
There's like 45 different stops, and the electric car stops here, doesn't stop there. There's food here, but you go to this one, and then they rattled off all the numbers, and we were just like, we're just gonna get on, see the stupa here, try to find some food. It is a very impressive complex. I mean,
yeah, we're gonna go inside right there right now and have a big Buddha.
Yes, there's a lot of different halls and complexes and temples within the complex, I should say. So we're gonna see how much we can see while we're here before we want to head back towards Tam Kok area and some of the other stuff to see.
And try final food first.
Yes, we're struggling here. Okay, this is the Baotian Stupa, which is actually the tallest stupa in Southeast Asia. So pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool when we hear like it's tall. Really tall. And actually we're gonna go up there because they have an elevator, so we're gonna make that happen.
Yes, which is pretty unique because normally, stupas are meant to be enjoyed from the outside. So we're going to go up there. They have some Buddha relics. It is 100 meters tall, just over 328 feet tall, 13 stories. And take a look at the view of Ninh Binh mountains around this area. And yeah, then hopefully finally find lunch. Although we don't know if it's in the cards for us, but we'll see.
Yeah, so let's do that because I'm hungry.